Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Tennessee Titans and the Miami Dolphins. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
That kind of kickoff return is something we call a momentum play. So if you're the offensive coordinator and you have a script of plays that you plan to run, you may change it up now because you may decide to go for some bigger strikes and try and keep the momentum going.
Now it's Tannehill off the bootleg. Forced out to his left. Open is Swaim, the tight end. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 260.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Jerome Baker able to drop him for a loss of a couple. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. What a great job getting pressure here on the first drive. 3 plays and already 2 sacks.
And that pressure has been intense right from the beginning. And I'm telling you, if they don't make an adjustment in play calling and protection, it'll go from intense to relentless.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Open man downfield is Hill. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 76 yards. And the Dolphins will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Willis takes a hit and the ball is free. And the Dolphins have got it. Well, we know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And able to work his way down to the 16. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. With a heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll try and run here with Mostert. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Here's Mostert, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert able to take it in from a yard out. And the Dolphins have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Willis, and that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
They'll run for it with Henry. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Tannehill now to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Options galore here, second and a few inches.
We got three, fellas, we got three. Check 52.
Play action, it's Tannehill. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Tannehill. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill over the middle, complete. That's Woods. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. To throw is Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
On play action, it's Dobbs. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Dobbs. Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing here, Dobbs. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Tannehill to the sideline. Randy Bullock out now for the Tennessee field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Bullock's kick is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, trailing here in the first half still, but maybe, Charles, that'll help them get some momentum back. First, the forced fumble, and then they're able to get a field goal out of it.
And down in the game, they came out and created their own opportunity on one side of the ball and did get points out of it, as you mentioned. Complimentary football right there as they try and bring this one back to even.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. He's got a man, complete. There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. At one play, 75 yards end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, 1 play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more out.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And it's a Titans touchdown. Traylon Burks, 61 yards. And the Titans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Bullock good on the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10.
Randy Bullock to kick off for the Titans.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. He's coming. Double up. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Mike.
From the gun, it's Tua. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum, but not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Willis hits the turf, sliding down and picking up the first. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first. Tua sets up to pass it. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 61 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. This O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
Sanders' kick is good. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Willis steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And this is caught. And it's a Titans touchdown. Traylon Burks, 64 yards. And the Titans use the short field to get in for 6. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback, but hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead, but at the same time, got it done, and it'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now from 5 yards further back, this becomes a 37-yard extra point attempt. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tagovailoa, and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. On the move to his left. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tua. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Tua now on 1st down. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, I don't want to take too much away from his performance throwing the football. He's got the 4 touchdown passes, but this now a 2nd interception of the ball game.
And partner, part of what's gotten him the 4 touchdowns.
And now this is intercepted. My God. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Touchdown! Robert Woods, 58 yards. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. Dancing away at the 35. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Here we go. 51.
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. On first and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on the stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Oh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
Dobbs looking to throw on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Dobbs. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. This offense so far on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Under pressure, they got him again. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down.
Safety blitz, such a fun play call to witness when it works. And the deep man can get home for a sack. Great timing by him. Interception earlier in this contest. Now it's
Robert Woods past the 20. And it's a Titans touchdown. Robert Woods, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Titans 30. Randy Bullock to kick off for the Titans.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will be returned from deep in the end. Mostert hit and he drops the ball. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Titans. They find some open field here. Down the right sideline. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Following the fumble recovery, Tannehill. And Tannehill's got the first as he slides to a halt. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Now Dobbs rolling to his right. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Dobbs to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
What a stand there defensively. They force the 3rd and goal, force them into what they think will be a passing situation, and then they make sure to lock up all the receivers and come away with the interception. Sounds simple, but that was really well done.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. After the turnover, it's Tua. And going deep for Hill. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Tua's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Jason Sanders on the field goal.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up. You end up throwing a pick.
Robert Woods. Touchdown. Robert Woods, 55 yards. And the Titans have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Now Bullock to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Dolphins 44, Titans 37. Randy Bullock to kick off for the Titans.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Now Tagovailoa. And that's caught inside the 35. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Hey, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my